The implementation of the Treasury Single Account by the Buhari administration resulted in the savings of about 2.7 trillion naira. Some recoveries have also been made from those who looted the nation. Why won't the money be used in the provision of infrastructure? A question posed by NTA News to President Muhammadu Buhari.
Infrastructure, as you know, does not spring overnight. There is supposed to be a plan. There is supposed to be some feasibility studies. Contractors are identified, given the documents to go and quote, and then tenders board out. That's the normal thing. So just because we have stumbled into TSA money, 2.7 trillion, as you said, we just don't start issuing contracts left, right, and center. This is what the previous administration did. If we are punishing people for doing that, why should we go into the same mistake ourselves? It wouldn't make a lot of sense at all. What we are hoping, maybe by the end of this budget, we will have no deficit because of the money we are mopping up from doubtful areas.
On his recent engagements in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the State of Qatar, President Buhari described them as not only necessary, but critical to the economic development of Nigeria.
It's necessary that I try and establish good rapport with OPEC member countries so that we can strategize on how to improve the oil market. This is very, very necessary for Nigeria. Nigeria, in spite of the enormous money we got, we failed to diversify our economy, and now we are paying dearly. And we need the cooperation of other OPEC countries to see how we can stabilize the market. Secondly, they have got investments companies that are very viable, and we are trying to sell the idea of if they can invest in Nigeria, especially in our infrastructure of power, oil and gas, and transportation generally, because Nigeria now cannot finance those vital infrastructural development.
Some people back home have started insinuating that the focus of your government is gradually shifting from the West to the Arab nations. Some even say you are trying to Islamize Nigeria. How will you respond to that?
I think that's an unfair observation. Within the week I was sworn in, I went to Germany, invited by G7. Then I went to United States. Why isn't it that nobody made comment? And just because now I have been to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE, and they are regional observation. So head or tail, you cannot win in Nigeria.
The president also reacted to the recent hostilities in Benue State, saying his administration is committed to finding a lasting solution.
The problem about cattle rearers and sedentary farmers, I think is as old as Nigeria itself. The disappointing thing is that what was started in the First Republic couldn't be sustained in terms of having cattle routes and grazing areas where some infrastructure is put in terms of earth dams, windmills, and even veterinary clinics. So it's the duty of the government now to come together through the governors and try and re-establish the cattle routes and the grazing areas. And this can be done with the cooperation of state governors.
Finally, Your Excellency, for 3 days you were in Medina and Mecca alongside some governors, prominent Nigerians, and ulamas praying to God. If I may ask, what did you tell your Creator, the Almighty Allah?
That's between me and him. Look at telling me to tell you what I tell my God.
Adamu Sambo, NTA News.